Braja Jana Ranja. Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Braja Jana Ranja, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Vihari, 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 Jaya Raja Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Raja Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda रामचंद्र राधे जय गौरांगिका 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 श्री गौरांगिका जय प्रभुपाद जय हरि बोल जय हरि जय गौर के मानंदे हरे कृष्ण।
प्रभु जी का थोड़ा मैं इंट्रोडक्शन दे दूंगा। प्रभु जी का नाम है, बहुत सुंदर नाम है। प्रभु जी का नाम शुद्ध चित्त प्रभु। प्रभु जी यूनिवर्सिटी से कनेक्टेड है बहुत पहले से। हमारा पहला जो परिचय था 2016 या 17 मायापुर में हुआ था। तो जो IYC जाते ना साल में एक बार, वहाँ पे मैं प्रभु जी वेदांत चैतन्य प्रभु और एक डिवोटीज थे, हम लोग साथ में ही थे। तो वहाँ पे हमारा पहचान हुआ था। और तब से प्रभु जी जहाँ पे भी मिलते हैं बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि प्रभु जी का सिंप्लिसिटी बहुत अच्छा है, एकदम सिंपल हृदय है।
प्रभु जी बहुत सिंपल है इसलिए
तो यहाँ परम पूज्य गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज उनके प्रभु जी शिष्य है। और हमारे जैसे जय प्रभु जो वाइस में है, वाघोली वाघोली में प्रभु जी देखते हैं। इसके अलावा प्रभु जी यहाँ से हर महीने में 15 दिन भुवनेश्वर मतलब उड़ीसा में भी जाते हैं, वहाँ पे भी
बोलते
हाँ
बुर्ला
हाँ वहाँ पे भी एक वॉइस देखते हैं। इसके अलावा और एक हिंजोड़ी में हमें उन्होंने 3-4 महीने हुआ चालू किया है, +2 कांग्रेगेशन प्रोग्राम। ऐसा प्रभु जी का एकदम बिजी शेड्यूल रहता है। और कल ही प्रभु जी दिल्ली जो टेम्पल ओपनिंग हुआ ना, रोहिणी टेम्पल, वहाँ पे गए थे। तो परम पूज्य भक्ति आश्रय स्वामी महाराज वहाँ पे उनको मिले, तो बोले कि मैं निगड़े आ रहा हूँ, आप भी आइए। तो प्रभु जी और महाराज जी की वजह से यहाँ पे आए हैं। और हमारा भाग्य है कि फिर बेस में भी आए। प्रभु जी का और एक स्पेशल क्वालिटी थी वो बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, जो अपने गुरु महाराज का मोड उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से वो किया है। बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करते हैं, मतलब ट्रेन में भी जर्नी में भी रहेंगे ना, हमेशा साथ उनका बुक्स रहता है। जैसे प्रभु जी आज कल ही बोल रहे थे कि जब मैं आया तो नॉर्थ साइड में बहुत डिफिकल्ट है लोगों को भक्त बनाना, क्योंकि मतलब क्यों कैसे, तो बोला कि केवल पूरे जर्नी में 3 बुक्स ही मैं डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर पाया। तो मैं देख रहा था हम लोग साथ में रहते तो हमको कितना डिफिकल्ट जाता है बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करने में। तो प्रभु जी अकेले ही थे एज अ ब्रह्मचारी, फिर भी पूरा बैग अपना वो करके बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करते। तो बहुत अच्छा मोड है प्रभु जी का बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का। तो हमारा भाग्य ऐसे में ऐसे सिंपल डिवोटीज और हमेशा मुझे गाइड करते रहते हैं। कुछ भी क्वेश्चन है तो मैं प्रभु जी को मैं पूछता हूँ।
मेरे से सीनियर है तो मैं तो 2011 में ज्वाइन हुआ, अब 2009
हाँ मैं 8 में हुआ, पर हाँ पर
बहुत
स्पेशली प्रभु जी जो ट्रेनिंग में से गए मतलब उन्हें प्रभु जी वाइस का एक ड्यूटी भी हमको ब्रह्मचारी जैसा ही लगता है। तो आप लोग ऑलरेडी ब्रह्मचारी ट्रेनिंग राधे श्याम प्रभु के इसमें से गए, तो एज गुड एज लाइक आपको मेरे 2 साल मतलब आपके 20 साल जैसे वहाँ पे। तो ऐसा आपका ट्रेनिंग है, तो हमारा भाग्य है। तो प्रभु जी को हम लोग वेलकम करेंगे एक बार। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। भगवद गीता है कौन सा या इंग्लिश? आप लोग इंग्लिश सबको सुन इंग्लिश लीजिए। ये हम पढ़ेंगे 9.1. श्री मोबाइल्स में तो रहता है. श्री भगवान उवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम् प्रवक्ष्यामि अनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्. श्री भगवान उवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम् प्रवक्ष्यामि अनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्. श्री भगवान उवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम् प्रवक्ष्यामि अनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्.
श्री भगवान उवाच
श्री भगवान उवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम्
प्रवक्ष्यामि अनसूयवे विज्ञानसहितं
ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं
यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्.
यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्. Okay. Somebody would like to say, go devotee or श्री भगवान उवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम् प्रवक्ष्यामि अनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्. और कोई ड्यूटी लास्ट.
श्री भगवान उवाच
इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम्
प्रवक्ष्यामि अनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे
शुभात्. शब्दार्थ word to word meaning. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Idam, this, to, but, te, unto you, Guhyatamam, the most confidential, Pravakshami, I am speaking, Anasuyave, to the non-envious, Jnanam, knowledge, Vijnana, realized knowledge, Sahitam, with, Yat, which, Jnatva, knowing, Moksha, say, you will be released, Ashubhat, from this miserable material existence. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, HG Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So this verse is very, very important. You see, how many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita? 18 chapters. Can anybody tell all 18 chapters names? How many of you know 18 chapter names? You should by heart. How we have to by heart? First we need to by heart the chapters, chapter names. Then in that chapter what all starting, what is the conclusion, what all important verses. We can go through Bhagavad Gita like that. This 18 divided by 2? 9. The center of Bhagavad Gita is 9th chapter. The cream, the most important thing which Krishna would like to teach is the 9th chapter. This is the actual thing Krishna want to teach. Bhakti Yoga. The most confidential knowledge. Most confidential. So, among that, how many verses are there in Bhagavad Gita? 700. Divided by 2? 350. What is the 350th verse? Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji ma. This verse is a very important verse. This is the essence of Bhagavad-Gita. To engage our mind in Krishna's service is not so easy. We will engage body in the service, but we should engage mind in the service of Krishna. That is a success. ना हम शरीर के लिए तिलक लगाते हैं, शरीर के लिए ड्रेस पहनाते हैं वैष्णव को, लेकिन मन को पहनाना आसान नहीं है ना, मन भक्त बनाना है ना. So this is the most important. So this ninth chapter, entire ninth chapter is very nectarian chapter because it deals with relationship with the Lord. So the translation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, so I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence." So this is the first shloka in the ninth chapter, that Krishna is telling Arjuna, because you are you are never envious of me. You should never become envious of Krishna. I shall impart. If you are not envious, then Krishna will teach you Jnanam and Vijnanam, both. So I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization. What is the result of understanding this Jnanam Vijnanam? You shall be relieved of all miseries of material existence. You will not suffer. Pain is compulsory, but suffering is optional. Everybody gets pain, non-devotee, devotees, but suffering is optional. If you have knowledge, you will not suffer. So purport. As a devotee hears more and more about the Supreme Lord, he becomes enlightened. Starting with Panchadeva, Prabhupada. Purport is nectar. A devotee hears more and more about the Supreme Lord, he becomes enlightened. This hearing process is recommended in the Srimad Bhagavatam. I should hear attentively. How do you hear? Based on that, your devotion. Prabhupada is certified by who? His spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. What he said? He likes to hear. Those who likes to hear from his guru or superiors, they are very fortunate people. Not everybody would like to hear. So they will become enlightened. Hearing process is recommended in Srimad Bhagavatam. The messages of Supreme Personality of Godhead are full of potencies. ताकत नामकारी बहुधा निज सर्व शक्ति. हम गौर कलयुग में ब्राह्मण लोग भी तिलक पहन के, धोती कुर्ता पहन के नहीं जाता है और बिना पैसा काम नहीं करता है. सबको पैसा चाहिए, तभी पूजा भी करो, कीर्तन भी करो. मैंने सुना था महाराष्ट्र में कीर्तन करने के लिए 70,000 रुपए. हमारा हरे कृष्ण वाले फ्री में करता है. क्यों? बड़ा बड़ा ब्राह्मण भी नहीं कर पा रहे निस्वार्थ से. हम लोग क्यों, कैसे कर पाते हैं? नाम जप करता है. हम नाव में बैठा है, भगवान की नाम की नाव में बैठा है. नहीं है, समुद्र बहुत डीप है, घोर कलयुग है, सराउंडिंग कितना पावरफुल माया है. Because we are hearing about Krishna, we are having that potency. We will not be illusioned. These are potencies, full of potencies, and these potencies can be realized. If topics regarding the Supreme Personality of Godhead are discussed among the devotees. भक्तों की संग में क्या होता है? We will discuss among the devotees. Devotees means everybody loves Krishna. But if you discuss with non-devotees, they will raise all doubts. Okay, what is this? What is there in Krishna Lila? They cannot understand. The moment you leave the association of devotees and start with staying with non-devotees, that is called fall down. That is called fall down. समुद्र नाव के अंदर he is no more under boat. He may be swimming for a little bit time, but eventually he will die. We hear so many years we saw. Prabhuji, we will come from outside. What you are going to do, we can get to no more coming. Anybody comes outside from outside? Here in this center? Come. If they are coming means you are giving mercy. Otherwise it's not possible. Asat sangatyagat hi Vaishnavachar. So very powerful. These topics has to be discussed with devotees. Not in the midst of devotees, all technical things they are discussing. But not Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam. Should discuss Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, CC with the devotees. This cannot be achieved by the association of mental speculators or academic scholars, or it is realized knowledge. This you cannot do with, even if they are very talented materialistically. How much they may be in materialistic state, that is all useless for bhakti. But one should not discuss with them. Devotees are constantly engaged in Supreme Lord's service. The Lord understands the mentality and sincerity of the particular living entity who is engaged in Krishna consciousness and gives him the intelligence to understand the signs of Krishna in the association of devotees. What Krishna can understand? Mentality and sincerity. Very important. What is mentality? What is sincerity? Krishna is going to say this. Bhavagrahi Janal. It's not like rules are very important. Mentality and sincerity is very important. If somebody is not coming, but if his mentality is nice, sincerity is very nice, then Krishna will inspire him. So, niyam agraha, niyam agraha. In Envoy, we should not be too attached to the rules, one should not be too negligent to the rules. One should follow the rules for progressing in Krishna consciousness. Discussion of Krishna is very potent, and if a fortunate person has such association and tries to assimilate the knowledge, then he will surely make advancement towards spiritual realization. Lord Krishna, in order to encourage Arjuna to higher and higher elevation in his proper in his potent service, describes in this 9th chapter matters more confidential than any he has already disclosed. It's very, very important. Till now, what is disclosed, till now, whatever is taught is not very important. Now, what is going to teach is very most confidential. So, Prabhupada is to tell. Prabhupada will explain. The very beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter, is more or less an introduction to the rest of the book. And the second and third chapters, what is the second chapter? Contents of Gita summarized. The third chapter, Karma Yoga. Second and third chapters, the spiritual knowledge described is confidential. This is called, second and third chapter is called confidential knowledge. Then what topics discussed in the 7th and 8th chapters are specifically related to the devotional service. From 7th to 12th chapter, it deals about Bhakti Yoga. This is the cream. First 6 chapters, middle 6 chapters and last 6 chapters. First 6 and last 6 are, these are like a dry. But middle 6 chapters are the essence. How to love Krishna, how to serve Krishna. So the 7th and 8th chapter discuss about devotional service. And because they bring enlightenment in Krishna consciousness, these are more confidential than first 6 chapters. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. This Bhakti Yoga starts from 7th chapter. 6th chapter is Dhyana Yoga. Till Dhyana Yoga, these are different yogas. But Bhakti Yoga is the essence. So they are more confidential. What are those enlightenment in which brings in enlightenment in Krishna consciousness? But the matters which are described in 9th chapter deal with unalloyed pure devotion. What it is going to discuss? Unalloyed pure devotion. But what he discussed in first 6 chapters, this is not unalloyed devotion. This is allied, Mishrita Bhakti. Bhakti is there. Yoga means connection to God, connection to Krishna is there. But they are not pure Bhakti. That is Karma Mishrita Bhakti, Jnana Mishrita Bhakti, Yoga Mishrita Bhakti. But pure devotion is told in 9th chapter. So, but the matters which are described in 9th chapter deal with unalloyed pure devotion. Therefore, this is called the most confidential. Most confidential is निस्वार्थ भावना से भक्ति करना. मेरे लिए कुछ मांगूंगा भगवान से, वो कर्म योग में कर्म करता है. कोई I will tell karma mishrita. What is karma mishrita? Jnana mishrita, yoga mishrita. Karma mishrita bhakti means karma is prominent, but bhakti is not prominent. For example, somebody comes and here he gives water every day, barrels, freely he gives. So, but if you ask him, he likes to give water. How much you like, you take water barrels. He gives freely to devotees, but outsiders he charges. That is karma yoga. But somebody is selling dhoti kurta. Outside he sells dhoti kurta 800 rupees. But for this voice, this Mayapur voice devotees will give 50%, 400 rupees. This is called karma yoga. Sakam karma yoga. Business. 50%. I am not going to take 100%, but I am going to take 50%. Karma. Karma yoga. Then Jnana yoga. Jnana is they're attached to speculations. Jnana will create a pride also. It is subtle, more subtle. Karma is visible. If in Karma Yoga, if you ask the person who is giving dhoti kurta, 50%, you ask him, will you like to chant? No, don't tell anything. I am just going to give whatever you want, dhoti kurta, you take. But I cannot chant. This is Karma Yoga. He is doing for Krishna, but not freely. That's why it is not pure bhakti. And Nishkama karma means that water barrel person is giving Nishkama, but he is attached to karma. That attachment to karma also should not be there. Why? देखो भाई मैं पानी देता हूँ और कुछ नहीं दे सकता. इधर आके भाई इसमें सेवा करो, इधर सेंटर में बेस में सेवा करो. ना मैं सिर्फ पानी देता. He can do only that karma. That karma is attached. He is attached to karma. He would like to render only in that way. Jnana yoga. Jnana yoga means jnana is obstacle for bhakti, for serving Krishna. One boy was asking, One person was asking while I am distributing in train. See, my salary is 30,000 per day, 1,000. If I want to give you 1,000, means one day I have to work for you. Why I have to work for you? Huh? I have to give donation to you. What you have done for me? हाँ? मैं अगर 5,000 दे रहे कोई, मतलब 5 दिन मैंने आपके लिए काम करना पड़ेगा भाई. Is giving logically. Then anybody would like to answer? Why? Do you ask some donation? You all give donations. Some working people easy. Some give. Not a profit. We have to give. हाँ? So if somebody asks, अरे भाई एक लड़का आ रहा था सेंटर में काम कर रहा है, 3 साल बैठे स्टूडेंट्स को प्रीचिंग करते हैं. He has learned everything on the side. After pass out, he got a job and had, there is a donation. So donation? Oh, I paid for eating the prasadam and accommodation, everything. Huh? You didn't pay for Bhagavad-Gita classes. You didn't pay for association of devotees. If I tell the reasons, but gratitude should be there for what you got. Yeah? So Prabhuji, why I have to work? I have to take care of my family also. As a duty we have to, at least. It is a duty to give for Krishna consciousness. If you don't give, you will fail in bhakti. Bhakti will fail. And what is the symptom of, what is the result of fail in bhakti? Result of failing in bhakti, punarjanma. फिर से छुआ होना पड़ेगा. तब बोलेगा भगवान, पेड़ बन जाएगा तो हिलने के लिए नहीं, बोलने के लिए नहीं, चलने के लिए शक्ति नहीं. भगवान के लिए देना चाहिए ना. भक्त मतलब सर्वस्व देना चाहिए. सर्वस्व भगवान के लिए देना चाहिए. तो what about family? For family maintenance, whatever is required under permission, we can utilize. As a duty, if you are attached to your family, punarjanma will be guaranteed. If you are attached with your family, as a duty you should serve your family, but not attached to the family. What is a symptom? Can anybody tell? What is attachment and what is a duty? When one is attached and when one is dutifully serving the parents. Can you give some examples? Okay, time is less, so I will learn. So, when Arjuna saw Abhimanyu died, his own son died, he became very angry. That who has killed my son? Tomorrow, before the sun sets, I will kill him. Otherwise, I will enter into the fire. Why he has done like this? Is it attachment or duty? How many of you tell it is attachment? Okay. How many of you tell it is duty? Others are confused. Okay. But Arjuna never blamed Krishna for it. First of all, when son died, it is a duty of Arjuna. As a son, you are giving protection to your son. And you have to protect him, and you could not, and he has died. So you have to take revenge for it. But why it is not attached? Because he did not stop following order of Krishna. You never give up. Attachment means you will give up Krishna and association of devotees. The moment you give up attachment, the moment you give up Krishna and devotee sangha, that is due to attachment. With staying with devotees, if you earn more money, no problem. You can earn more money. Whatever their need, whatever you have promised for donation, you can give. If you give more, you will get more. Krishna will never make you beggar. The person who gives more will get more. Krishna will not just take, will give. When he gives, हम मेहनत करके कमाते हैं पैसा. जब भगवान देता है तो फाड़ के देते हैं, ऊपर फाड़ के देते हैं. तुम प्रभुपाद बोलते हैं दो हाथ से कितना पकड़ पाओगे. जब वो नहीं देता है, मेहनत करके ले लगा, वो कोई ना कोई पुलिस, डॉक्टर, लॉयर लेके जाए. कृष्ण के लिए जो देता है वो बुद्धिमान है, उसको रिटर्न भी मिलता है. एलआईसी में, एलआईसी जैसा नहीं है. भगवान भी इंश्योरेंस देता है, जो इन्वेस्ट करेगा उसको मैं देख लूंगा. भगवान को देने से कम नहीं पड़ता है, और परिवार में कोई हॉस्पिटल जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. नहीं तो इधर नहीं देगा ना, हॉस्पिटल में इंटरेस्ट के साथ देना पड़ेगा. एक दिन का एसयू चार्ज 1 लाख रुपए. हाँ, एक दिन, एक हफ्ता चला गया तो पूरा चला गया साहब.
कल भी हम लोग गए थे ना एक ड्यूटी के साथ, तो उसकी माता जी 2 दिन एडमिट थी, तो 2.25 लाख था.
अगर वो इधर देता था, उधर क्यों नहीं देना, उधर क्यों देना पड़ता था. जो देता नहीं उधर देना पड़ेगा. ऑप्शन इज योर्स. लेकिन so we have to, it is a duty to give to Krishna. So whatever we should choose, we should, once Radhanath Maharaj has been asked how much to give donation, how to finalize the amount for everyone. Maharaj said you should give in such a way that he should feel pinch within. थोड़ा सा दुख लगना चाहिए. So unalloyed pure devotion is the most confidential thing. You cannot do business with Krishna, with Balaji. 20% for you, 80% for you. These are business, not bhakti. This is not bhakti. बहुत ही चीज, मैं चैंटिंग करता हूँ, मेरे को अच्छा पैकेज है. मीन्स व्हाट. अभी मैं एनबीसीसी में एक डिवोटी बोल रहे थे, एक व्यक्ति ने ऐसी भगवान का नाम के बारे में बोल रहे थे. इफ यू चैंट 3 times रामा, यू विल बी लिबरेटेड. ही वाज टेलिंग टू वन न्यू पर्सन. सो हिज गुरु केम एंड स्लैप्ड हिम. Why 3 times? Why not 1 time? That means you don't have faith on Ram name. In 1 time, if you chant once, you will not get liberated. एक बार जप करने से राम भगवान का नाम तो मोक्ष नहीं मिलेगा. 3 बार बोलने से ही होता है क्या? मतलब क्या, भगवान का राम का नाम में इतना पोटेंशियल नहीं है क्या? So one person, एक व्यक्ति बोल रहा था ट्रेन में, क्या जप करने से हरे कृष्ण हरे राम पैसा आएगा, पैसा मिलेगा. मैं बोला क्या बात कर रहे हो भाई, यू आर अ फूल. प्राइम मिनिस्टर के पास जाके कुछ डोनेशन दो, बोला ब्लैंक चेक देगा, तुम 10 रुपए लिखेगा. मांगे तो बड़ा मांगो रे भाई. व्हाट इज इक्वल टू हरे कृष्ण मंत्र चैंटिंग एंड व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग. कोई ब्लैंक पेपर का तो वैल्यू दे भाई. 10 रुपए लिखेगा तो क्या मिलेगा. 10 रुपए पेपर का कॉस्ट भी नहीं. यू हैव वेस्टेड द चेक पेपर. You will be thrown out. That 10 रुपए जो है वो उसका सिक्योरिटी, बाहर जाकर सिक्योरिटी देगा. प्राइम मिनिस्टर के पास जाके पैसा मांगे, मूर्ख ना. You will get much more. You should not ask. Krishna want to save us from birth and death, and he want to give us taste in Krishna consciousness. But we don't want taste in Krishna consciousness. We want taste in Maya. That's why we are suffering. So unalloyed pure devotion is called most confidential. Therefore, this is called most confidential. One who is situated in most confidential knowledge of Krishna is naturally transcendental. He therefore has no material pangs, although he is in the material world. देखो, ज्यादा पैसा कमाने से क्या, प्रभुपाद जी हमेशा बोलते हैं, ज्यादा पैसा क्यों कमाने का, क्या 50 रोटी खाएगा? ज्यादा पैसा कमाने से 50 रोटी खाएगा, तुमको जो मिलेगा, जो 4 रोटी लिखा है वो मिलेगी. ज्यादा पैसा क्यों कमाने का? क्योंकि फेथ नहीं है, विश्वास नहीं है. तो Krishna is going to protect us, not this money is going to protect us. In Bhagavad Gita, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is said that although one who has a sincere desire to render loving service to Supreme Lord is situated in conditional state of material existence. Although one has a sincere desire to render service to the Supreme Lord situated in conditional state of material existence, he is considered liberated. Similarly, we shall find in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter that anyone who is engaged in that way is a liberated person. Somebody is chanting means he is already liberated. Somebody is chanting means already liberated. He is association of devotees. Now this first verse has a specific significance. The words idam jnanam, this knowledge, refers to pure devotional service, which consists of 9 different activities. Pure devotional service मतलब क्या है? श्रवणम, कीर्तनम, विष्णु स्मरणम, पाद सेवनम, अर्चनम, वंदनम, दास्यम, साक्यम, आत्मनिवेदनम. Hearing, chanting, remembering, serving, worshipping, praying, obeying, maintaining friendship, and surrendering everything. By the practice of these 9 elements of devotional service, one is elevated to the spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. When one's heart is thus cleared of all material contamination, one can understand the signs of Krishna. जब तक हम भक्ति में शुद्ध नहीं होता है, तब तक हमको ये सब चीज कैसे काम करता है पता नहीं चलता. जो शुद्ध होता है उसी को समझता है. Simply to understand that a living entity is not material is not sufficient. And not this body, I am spirit soul, is not an ultimate knowledge. It is a basic knowledge. So this is confidential. First chapter. Second chapter. Second chapter is just a confidential. That much is not enough. All first 6 chapters are confidential. But 7th and 8th are more confidential because it deals about Krishna. Most confidential is unalloyed devotional service. That may be beginning of the spiritual realization. I am not this body, I am spiritual. But one should recognize the difference between activities of the body and the spiritual activities of one who understands that he is not the body. I'm not this body, I'm spirit soul. But prasadam time, body. We are not transcended yet. So in the 7th chapter, we have already discussed, of course, prasadam is transcendental. We cannot tell that it is bodily thing. When it comes to money, we can give that example. That is best. It is transcendental. Prasadam के प्रति आसक्त होना गलत नहीं. Krishna is none other than Krishna. So attachment to Krishna is not wrong thing. Honoring prasadam is not wrong thing. But offered, you should eat. How much you want, you can eat. But eat only offered. If you eat unoffered, Prabhupada is to tell, I cannot protect you. Because this is my condition. If you eat only prasad, I can protect you. बाहर का चीज भी खाऊंगा थोड़ा, चिप्स, बिस्किट्स, चॉकलेट्स. कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं, होटल में जाके खंदा लहसुन निकाल के खाता हूँ. उसका रस पी लिया. डेड बॉडी को निकाल के खाओ. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. So in the 7th chapter we have already discussed the opulent potency of Supreme Personality of God. If you want to know who is Krishna, read 7th chapter. If you want to know how to approach, how to achieve Krishna, read 8th chapter. How to attain the Supreme. His different energies and inferior and superior natures and all these material manifestation. Now in chapter 9, the glories of Lord will be delineated. 9th chapter is about glories of Krishna and his devotees bhakti. Bhakti के बारे में सिखाया. The Sanskrit word anasuyave in this verse is very significant. Generally the commentators, even if they are highly scholarly, are all envious of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. लोग बोलते हैं मैं टीवी, एक लड़का बोल रहा था मैं घर में भेजा था, हर दिन लेक्चर सुना है. हाँ सुन रहा हूँ, हर दिन सुन रहा हूँ. मैंने एक डाउट आया, थोड़ा बीच में पूछा क्या लेक्चर सुना, तो मैं तो टीवी में सुनता हूँ प्रभु जी, टीवी चैनल में. यार ये तो सुन रहे नहीं, ये तो स्पॉइल कर रहा है. Hearing from non-devotee is like drinking the milk with the poison. एक बड़ा चीज है, टाइम लगेगी. ठीक है. Even the most erudite scholars write on Bhagavad Gita very inaccurately. 100% guarantee. Non-devotee मतलब उसका कमेंट्री पढ़ेगा, गाय गुजरा हो जाएगा. हमारा भक्ति जो भी है वो भी नष्ट हो जाएगी. है ना? Because they are envious of Krishna, their commentaries are useless. The commentaries given by devotees of the Lord are bona fide. No one can explain Bhagavad Gita or give perfect knowledge of Krishna if he is envious. One who criticizes the character of Krishna without knowing him is a fool. So such commentators should be very carefully avoided. Or one who understands that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the pure and transcendental personality, these chapters will be very beneficial. Just I will discuss this. Hearing from non-devotee, what happens? We are hearing Bhagavad Gita only. See, milk touched by the serpent. He gave this example, right? So milk is powerful or poison is powerful? How many of you tell poison is powerful? Raise your hand. Yeah. How many of you tell milk is powerful?
Milk is powerful, but when it comes with a non poison, it becomes poison.
It becomes poison.
It's spoiled by poison.
So why? How come then it is so powerful? It is so powerful, but it cannot protect from poison. How it is so powerful? Milk is more powerful than poison. Yeah. This is the right answer. But the poison acts immediately before the milk acts. Dussanga will act immediately. The devotee sangha, before devotee sangha affects, non-devotee sangha is like a poison. Immediately it attacks and it creates material desires, sense gratification. and it kills, and that person will be killed. And in devotional association of devotees, you cannot, so he will go out for sense gratification. So that's why milk is Ayurvedic thing. It takes time. Slowly. Good things to influence takes time. Bad things, immediate effect. It will kill you immediately. So that's why bad habits are very easy to get, but to give up very difficult. इवन चाय भी नहीं छूट सकते बाहर पर लोग, बीड़ी भी नहीं तो बंद होता है, तो बाकी चीज क्या है? बैड हैबिट्स आर वेरी इजी टू गेट इन. बाहर निकाल दो, त्याग दो ना, त्याग नहीं. वो वेरी डिफिकल्ट. ओनली चैंटिंग हरे कृष्णा विल हेल्प. हम सोचते हैं मैं भक्ति में आने से पहले मैं बचपन में बहुत भक्त था. ये सब झूठ है. Only by chanting Hare Krishna mantra in association of devotees, we got this level, staying with devotees. Otherwise, we would have gone case. ठीक है? Anybody has doubts?
Those as you said, it might find irrelevant to still have it for a long time. Is it fine to ask Krishna for materialistic things? I'm not saying every time, but sometimes situations arise in our life and we are constantly pinched by Maya, and like Maya is forcing us, and it's very common sense. Like, I will ask my Supreme Personality of God, I'll ask my father only if I'm facing any problem, I'll ask my Guru Maharaj, I'll ask my, I would have to share my heart to someone,
Krishna
right?
himself gave Arjuna materialistic things. He made him king.
Question is incomplete. Like, when I'm asking, I'm giving a condition to Krishna every time. The condition is that give me whatever you think is good for my bhakti. And this way, if I ask materialistic things,
It's good.
so is this valid?
But you don't need to ask Krishna, he will give. Your mother, you don't need to go and ask tomorrow. Will you go and ask your mother tomorrow? Will you give nice food tomorrow? Will you make nice lunch? She is going to make, and it is not wrong to ask. Anyway, if you don't ask also, she will give you food. For devotee, whatever is needed, Krishna will give. That's why Krishna taught Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, not to sannyasi. If you get a money, is not a wrong thing, but it is given by Krishna. But if Krishna is not giving, what we will do? We will force him to give. Should not force. He will give. When you are in need, Krishna will give. You have faith. You have to do your duty.
In case of adversities,
You pray to Krishna. You chant more rounds. You don't need to ask. If you ask also, it's not wrong thing. Okay, he's my father. I have to ask. And he is going to anyway give us. If I am in difficulty, father will not allow us to suffer. But he may sometimes wants us to undergo that. Sometimes if I am not one boy, I told that boy. One boy was working devotee. He was working hard till 1 a.m. I said, give up this job. And he gave up. For 4 months, there was no job. Jobless. I can see his face. He was in very tension. But after that, he was having 7 lakh package. After that, he got 15 lakh package. And he's so smiling. When you have 7 lakh also, you should be same. When you have 15 lakh also, you should be same. It's not a great favor that when he gives 15 lakh. But Krishna will give. But it should not hamper to bhakti. That's it.
Prabhuji, is it fine if we apologize Krishna in personal?
So yes, we have to apologize. We are human is to error. We have to do mistakes. Should beg forgiveness. And in association of devotees, Prabhuji will share you. You are not a pure devotee. First of all, we have to understand, I am not a pure devotee. But these are all pure devotees. Prabhupada is a pure devotee. Your teachers are. One person came and asked, are you pure devotee? I am not a pure devotee. But suppose you are in first standard, I am in 10th standard. I can teach you first standard. Right? So I am not pure devotee, I may not sometimes, but you are in association of devotee, you are pakka, you are successful. Even if you have material desires, Krishna will protect you. But if you give up association, then it will be a poison. That is fall down. Even if you get married, still you should come in association of devotees. Husband, wife, both can come. Arjuna was like that. His wife Subhadra is so nice. He himself is very nice. His child Abhimanyu is his grandson is also pure devotee. So Krishna doesn't want to make his devotee pauper, penniless. You can become great person, but our bhakti we cannot maintain if you get more money. Money has a power, itching power. Even he has to pay obeisances to you. If you get 50 lakh, you cannot digest. If you get more money, even Guru also has to bend us. Bend to us. That's why it is poison. If you are capable, you can have a whole world also you can rule. No problem. So getting material things are not bad, but that should not influence our bhakti. आप अगर 16 वाला करोगे 50 लाख का पैकेज लाओ थोड़ा परसेंटेज प्रभु जी को दे दो ऐसा बोलो प्रभु जी भगवान को मेरे को अगर 1 लाख रुपए देगा मैं 40,000 कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस के लिए दूंगा तो दे दो महीना में 1 लाख कमाओ इधर 40,000 दे दो 60,000 आप लोग प्योर भक्ति नहीं है लेकिन चलता है आप भक्ति के लिए भी दे रहे हैं ना लेकिन लोग भक्ति के लिए नहीं देते बाहर के चीज के लिए देते दैट इज नॉट भक्ति यू कैन जितना पोस्ट होल्डर है उतना अच्छा है ज्यादा सेवा कर सकते हैं वन यू कैच चेस द राइनोसर if you fail also no problem if you success wow you chase the rhinos so if you want money you can earn money no problem but be in association of devotees आप 16 माला कर रहे हो 4 नियम पालन कर रहे हो भक्तों के संग till end of the breath that is your success ultimate success शुद्ध भक्ति भगवान दे सकते हैं but we should not feel inferiority from that शुद्ध भक्ति क्या है पता होना चाहिए और सुपीरियर्स को रेस्पेक्ट देना चाहिए Anybody has any other doubt?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी एज यू से कि जितना भाग्य में लिखा है उतना ही मिलता है हर एक को सो इंडेवर कितना करना चाहिए या करना ही नहीं चाहिए
इंडेवर भगवान को प्रसन्नता करने के लिए करना इंडेवर आपको टाइम दिया गया वो टाइम तक जितना कमाना है कमा लो और देखो व्हेन पॉइजन कम्स यू हैव 5 लाख पैकेज विथ एसोसिएशन ऑफ डिवोटीज इन निगड़ी but you will get 8 lakh package but you cannot come for association of devotees you have to stay little outside which package you would like to choose
5 lakh
Huh? It's good. If you choose, it is best. So this is what wanted.
Record हो रहा है.
But even 1 lakh also people choose that only. Generally, the people choose that. प्रभु जी थोड़ा मैं डोनेशन भी देता हूँ, लेकिन भक्तों की संग त्याग करके तुम पैसा का दो, पैसा भी नहीं मिलेगा, तुम भी नहीं मिलेगा. लेकिन
Yes, sir.
with association of devotees, with morning program, with in association of devotees, how much you want to earn money, how much you earn, that much we will also get more donation.
Yes.
Right?
Most of them are students. Like you are giving example regarding to they are earning and Krishna consciousness. But in case of their study and Krishna consciousness.
Study also similar. See, study, कुछ लोग मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम को ही टाइम में ही पढ़ाई करना चाहते. That is dangerous. कृष्ण का टाइम के लिए टच नहीं करना. Of course, इमरजेंसी हम क्या करते हैं, वह 1 हफ्ता पहले थोड़ा चॉइस देते हैं, 16 माला करो, बाकी हियरिंग ये सब एग्जाम के बाद करो, या सुबह या शाम ऑप्शनल देते. एग्जाम 1 हफ्ता पहले, और एग्जाम टाइम में ज़्यादा हम जाते भी नहीं सेंटर में. बच्चे कुछ ट्रांसफर 16 माला करो, जो करते कर रहे स्टूडेंट को, बट पास होना चाहिए.
Yes.
आप फेल हो जाओगे, फिर इट इज एंटी प्रीचिंग टू आउटसाइड.
Yes.
You should get good marks, good job. That's why balancing material and spiritual balance. Arjuna could do this. That's why Bhagavad-Gita was spoken to him. He's not fighting for himself. He's fighting for the pleasure of Krishna. That is the difference. Duryodhana was fighting. But what is the difference? Both of them have skills, but values are different. He lost everything, Duryodhana. So,
When we are studying at that time, we have used to have exam like semester end. But right now, what happens? They have the main same, in same, practical. Or in that case,
under guidance, we have to guide them properly, according person to person. They should have good example for them, how to manage, how to keep rules and regulations. We have to change the rules sometimes based on the criteria.
So, Prabhuji, in lecture you said somebody who is chanting already liberated.
Yes.
So, can we say that now we are liberated?
That's why you are here. Otherwise you will be out. But it is not permanent liberated, temporarily liberated. You want to be permanent liberated, till death you need to practice this.
What is
that will be tested by Krishna when you get a job. You are a student?
Yes, I am a fan.
After pass out, that is the first test. पैसा मिलेगी, धन मिलने के बाद भक्ति करेगा.
Yes.
Guarantee. That will be tested by Krishna. Krishna will test you by giving money. That money should not hamper association of devotees and chanting. Then you can get toppers. You become a topper, and so you can preach so much.
Yes. I have a question regarding enviousness. That in Bhagavad Gita 9.1, Krishna himself he told that you are not envious to me. So how to understand that we are envious towards Krishna?
Because we are following Bhagavad Gita, we are not envious. Following the order or instruction is non-envious. Not following the instruction is an envious. Duryodhana was envious to Krishna because he didn't follow the instruction given by Krishna. He told, you give 5 villages. He didn't give. That's why he lost everything. Krishna gave different options. 5 गांव देने के लिए क्या प्रॉब्लम था उसको? इतना इन्वेस्ट था. That's was the problem. Enviousness means not following the order or instruction. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Don't hear lectures the way you like. You should follow the order given by superiors. It is an ocean of knowledge in YouTube. You will be drowned in the ocean. Like medical shop, you have so many medicines. Don't take medicine by your choice. That may become poison also. So there are so many YouTubes, lectures, motivational speakers. Should take guidance properly. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sripad Prabhu ki jai. He's maintaining nicely. I'm very happy. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much by seeing all of you.
At that time, at least, we have to give one visit here. So it's our humble request.
Prabhuji is very senior and very humble. This I like.
We have to be less. So, after 2 minutes,